This is Eddie. Eddie, say hi to YouTube. So everyone, and welcome to the channel, and we're back outside Micro Avionics in Derbyshire. It's a little bit of a drive for me, because bear in mind I'm now down in London, and it's a little bit more of a drive to come up to Derbyshire. But we're here today to look at the old and the new. Now, a lot of people have contacted me going, well, I've got a problem with my headset, how can I get it fixed, etc. Now, what we're going to talk about later on, there is a facility here where they can look at your helmet, headset, intercom, any of the products here that they can help you out with that. But what I want to do is basically go inside the building. So I'll go in now. I've managed to get access to the door so I can get in, and we're going to go upstairs and there we go. Come on camera, sort yourself out. We're going to go upstairs and go and look at how, come on light, where's the light? There's the light. And basically get everything sorted out. Come on, glasses, react. Yeah, but also give you a little bit more of behind the scenes of what they do here. Eddie is already skulking away in the background. So Eddie's got a customer's headset that's come in, and we're just going to go and look at what they're doing. So it's getting a bit busy in here because we've got Helen, she's on the phone already. But Eddie, what have you got here?
So this is a headset, the UL 200 headset that's come into us from an instructor. So this is a high use headset. I can see from some notes it's been in before to us. About 10 years ago this come back. This was produced 15 years ago. We're actually going to condemn this headset just because of the amount of use it's had. We can have a look. There's a few telltale signs in the connector. We can see stress marks in the connector, so we know it's a high use headset. You're at risk of developing a cable fault later on. We can also see on the boom it needs a new boom here. It's just breaking just here. We've had a look in more detail, but the client here is going to be told it's not economically worth repairing.
So from the information that I've already put on the screen earlier in the video, they've paid money to have this looked at. How does that work? Is that money wasted?
No, not at all. So before you send the goods in, you go onto our website and there's a service and repair section. You'll fill that section out, put as much detail, let's say headset, crackling speaker, or faulty cable, or whatever it is, and then you check out with the website. That then sends us the service request. You download a form, send that in with your goods. When the goods arrive here, we marry the invoice you've paid, and then you can use that credit against purchasing some new equipment from us. That's how it works. It's a lot more streamlined if you do a service request from the website, because we're expecting your goods and we already have detail of what the fault is.
So they don't actually need to phone up and speak to anyone, they can just...
Don't need to phone up at all. Let's say if it was this headset was coming in and it was just a faulty cable, we would know prior to it arriving there's a headset coming in with, we suspect, a faulty cable. The box is opened, we get straight onto it, it's already been paid for, repair done, put straight in the box and back out the door. No input needed to speak with the client. It saves us time, and the repair is done quicker.
So everyone, this is the second part of the video, and as you would have seen earlier, Eddie will have gone through all the process for repairing the side of the helmets or headsets. In this case, we've got Helen. Now Helen has actually been making these headsets for quite a while now. How many years have you been making headsets for, Helen?
Around five or 6 years.
Yeah, and you will have seen Helen in a previous video, and I will leave that up in the corner, of where I had my first upgrade on my headset on my PM100. And those that have seen my previous video on my new carbon headset, Helen made it. So if you've ever got one of the Micro Avionics integrated headsets, Helen will have made your headset. And that's mainly the reason I wanted to actually try and chat to her, although she's busy squirreling away at the moment trying to make the headset. So what have you actually done so far?
Okay, so we mark up and drill the shell for the visors. We also drill at the back here for the screws for the brackets the ear defenders sit in, and we drill there for the volume on Vox dials, depending on what model we're making at that point.
Are you now fitting all new microphones to these, the new style microphones as standard?
Yes, they're now going on the 101s as well. And obviously the 303s have been in production for a while.
So what models have you got here? Because you don't just make one style. Does it get a bit complicated at times working on what you're actually trying to install?
I have to normally mark them up so I know exactly what I'm making. I have a list.
So you mentioned about having to label them up.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine them taking quite a while to make because each helmet is unique. Would you say that?
It's bespoke, yeah. So basically we start with shells of the carbon and the white, and Eddie will give me the details of which visor you require, which headset you require, what size, etc. And I make them entirely bespoke for the customer. So there is a several day turnaround, but it is purely because it's made for you. Currently we've got a 303 here. We've got the brand new GA A&Rs Bluetooth, and this is a regular GA.
But the main point I wanted to speak to Helen was also to show you the people behind the products that you're buying if you've ever bought a Micro Avionics side of it. But again, it's the people behind the product, and if you've ever met the people, you'll realise the passion they put into building these helmets and headsets that you use for years and years and years, and there's suddenly a point where you go, it's no longer working, I need to buy a new one, and then you're going into the next generation. But I've always been amazed at just how much development they put into the products. In the few years I've been using their helmets and headsets, it just never seemed to stop developing and adding in new products and new techniques into how they make them. And I can guarantee you, I can't say too much at the moment, that there is another new product, especially for the paramotor community or the sub-70 community, that is coming out, and I'm really, really excited to be able to tell you about that later on. So stay tuned. So we spoke to Helen earlier, referenced the integrated helmets, but if you've got a paramotor headset like the PM100, stand by the future secrets, which we can't give away at the moment, future headsets for the PM, have we? All secret squirrel stuff. You will have, if you own a PM100, the lady next to me, Tracy, will have made your headset. So you have given lots of joy to all of us flying around the world by the communication systems that we use. And so I still use my PM100 in my vlogging on my flights. So I just wanted to give a little bit behind the scenes to show you who Tracy is, the elusive Tracy. She has kindly agreed to be on camera today. You're very camera shy, aren't you?
Yeah,
very camera shy. So very honoured that she's actually agreed to chat to me as well. But Tracy, how long have you actually been making these for?
Altogether over 20 years.
20 years you've been making these headsets?
20 years I've been doing paramotor.
So you're probably into thousands of these headsets?
Yes.
So you're well practiced at it now?
Yes, I think I can do them in my sleep.
What's the most you've made in a day?
It takes about nearly 3 days to make 20.
3 days, but I think you've made, was it 32 in a day, wasn't it?
In a week.
In a week, 32 in a week, sorry.
Yeah, when it was COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to, because you could do single sports during COVID, so
everybody wanted a new headset.
Everybody wanted to do paramotor, which helped.
Helen alluded to in her sort of work area that a lot of the helmets are bespoke. Is that the same with the paramotor ones?
Yes, depending what people, when they order, it's, what radio lead they're using, what radio they're going to be using, so we have to put a certain type of radio lead on each headset. If they want it fixed radio lead, or these, at the moment I'm making a detachable, that one's going to be a fixed, and then there can be interchangeable where the connection to interchangeable is at the end of the radio
I'll
lead.
show that on the screen now as an option that you can have,
and then it's, do they want Bluetooth, do they want non-Bluetooth?
Is that what the rubber collar's for, is it?
Yes. If it's got blue there, that means the headset's going to be Bluetooth. If it's grey, it's a non-Bluetooth. What else is there? Oh, if they want thick gels or thin gels, and I am doing at the moment opposites. Opposites, where the normal paramotor headset is this way, the boom that way.
Yeah.
People order it the opposite.
Oh, I see. So the boom is on the other side of the...
so they want it fully reversing. I've got 3 on order at the moment to be done.
So it does just show how they're not just mass produced.
Okay.
Everyone is unique and custom.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
I have to write a list. I have to write a list. And,
Yeah.
there's my list for the next 2 days of what everybody is asking
So when
for.
people just think they order it and suddenly it appears in the post 2 days later, it doesn't. It does take a little bit of time to get them to produced.
Because they're not, we just don't make the same ones. It's depending what people want.
Yeah.
And
So
we do it to what they want.
the customer gets what the customer needs.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Whatever the customer wants, they get. So
Yeah.
that's
So-
how we do it.
Brilliant. Tracy, thank you so much for agreeing to be
pleasure.
on camera. It's not as painful as it seems, is it?
No.
No,
We'll survive.
So I've got a future video because the reason I'm here today was to learn about some up and coming developments within the PM100 range, and that's tempting me to buy another headset, which Tracy will be making. Don't mess it up.
I won't, I promise you. No, I won't.
But in short, I want to just give you a little bit of more behind the scenes. Again, new and old. Of what they do here, and the people behind the headsets and helmets that you fly with if you've got a Micro Avionics, and also the support facility if you need modifications, etc., which is what Eddie was alluding to earlier, repair, but they do also modifications as well. So I'll leave Tracy to frantically build some more headsets for those that are going out.
Yes.
There is a whole load behind me that are ready to go off to America, so they'll be whizzing off there. But we will wrap this video up here. I hope you've enjoyed it at my time at Micro Avionics, and I will leave Tracy to it. So until next time, everybody, fly safe.
Peace.